Day. Yay, United States of America, President's Day. We honor our presidents. Thank you. I didn't even know it was. I shouldn't say that. I'm proud to be an American. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing awesome. We're talking today about some very unusual things, like unusual genes and the things that they do, like our bodies, genes, not jeans shorts or Canadian tuxedos. I'm Nathan. I'm glad you're here, you Neanderthals. Well, you might be a Neanderthal. You might come from Neanderthals because Neanderthals shaped brains are number one. Uh, Research indicates that modern humans with Neanderthal ancestry, you might be one of them. They get a bad rap, by the way. And you can find out if you are of Neanderthal descent if you just get a 23andMe profile. But don't do that if you've committed a crime, because if you've watched other videos, then it seems to be that these morons that do terrible things like kill people, and then they have family members do those DNA family lineage things. And then they throw trash. Anyway, if you follow me, you're following. If you don't, I'm just a musician and mortician who loves crime podcasts and weird things like this. And you're here, so you're weird too. All right, so Neanderthal ancestry may be slightly the reason behind elongated brains due to specific genes inherited from Neanderthals, affecting areas of the brain responsible for language, planning, motor movement, and memory. So that's probably why Neanderthals have a bad rap. It's like, they're probably not going to be sports stars or, leaders. However, I digress, because they might have been a lot smarter than you think, because they figured out fire and all that other stuff. And they learned about language through different sounds and things. So don't count yourself out just yet if you come from Neanderthal lineage. Do you? Let me know in the chat. Or are you too ashamed? It's okay. I'm Irish. Kiss me, I'm Irish. I'm Irish and I'm Native American, which is interesting, right? I'm very pale, but I do get dark. So I get the best of both worlds. I'm not like that very super freckly Irish person. We have a lot of fair skin in my family. We have every color of the rainbow as far as hair color, and that beautiful red hair. That's why I loved red hair as a kid in grade school, because I have some family that are redheads. And, there was a time when I was a kid and people would make fun of redheads, which was weird. I don't know why, but I remember James. I remember Alicia. I remember everybody with red hair. Katie. I thought it was so pretty. Anyway, and now it's like everybody who wants red hair. I don't know. Do you all want red hair now, or is it purple? Don't we do purple hair, silver? I don't have a clue. Let me know in the chat. I don't know. I'm just dumb and me. Genetic happiness. This is interesting. So this study that I was reading about, it states that the genetic makeup of countries close to Denmark, they have a gene related to serotonin, which help influence happiness. So if you are from Denmark, have an association to Denmark, near Denmark, you get it, you have possibly a mutation that makes you happy. You are upset, disgustingly happy, which is great. That's awesome. So people of Denmark, do you know people of Denmark? If you are, then let me know in the chat if you have lineage too. This next one is autism's lines just blurred. So autism is this very broad. It used to be, the spectrum used to be just this big, and now it's it's huge. And so there's a lot of blurred lines here. And the point highlights that the genes associated with autism also influence social skills in the general population, blurring lines between autism and just typical social communication abilities. Meaning people are misdiagnosed with autism that aren't autistic. Some people are just not social. It's okay. There are people that literally have this insatiable need to recharge by being totally away from people. They can't be around people all the time, and talking with people just drives them nuts. I have autism in my family, and it's interesting to see because it's a unique subject. I do know that there are children who have these extreme forms of where they're nonverbal and all that, but anyway, I don't want to come off as like this doctor, but let me know in the chat. Do you have family that have been diagnosed with autism? Do you have autism? Do you have a form of? I mean, apparently the spectrum's like super, super wide now, because if that's the case, then I probably do, because I'm weird at social things. Like, I love socializing until I don't. Maybe everybody's like that. Again, blurred line. Blurred line. Let me know in the comments. In the chat. To the chat. The Biobank find. The UK Biobank, they provided insights into a gene that they found, FGF21, which is linked to sugar and alcohol consumption, but also lowers body fat and potentially higher risks for certain diseases. So if you have the FGF21, then you will have less likelihood of diseases, not sure which ones, and you have lower body fat. And I wonder what kind of linkage. What is going on? There's a fuzz on this microphone, and it was tickling my nose. I'm glad I figured that out. I'm going to halt. Never make a decision when you're hungry, angry, lonely, tired. But I do want you to make a decision, if you're not any of those, to head to the merch store, buy some merch. I would love it if you did. You're supporting me. It would mean so very much if you got some merch. I have mugs, I have hoodies, I have shirts, all brand new designs in the merch store. And everything that you buy, anything that you buy rather, from now until I run out, while supplies last, I'm going to personally autograph the record that started it all, A Gentleman's Closure. I'm looking for it to show it, but I sent a big batch out today. People were asking, can you autograph? Can you autograph? Yes, I can, and I will. While supplies last, the record that started it all, featured in Starbucks Worldwide. I'm very proud of that project that was released. I self-funded all of it, and it really helped me realize my true purpose and passion, which is creation of music and content that I truly believe in. And I believe in that record. It is now also remastered and in vinyl format, but you cannot hear this anywhere or get it anywhere than, well, you're getting it for free. You just buy a hoodie, a shirt, or a mug, and I'll send it on out. While supplies last, please do so. Let me know in the chat that you have, and I appreciate you more than you know. Okay, back to the blue jeans, not jean shorts, not the Canadian tuxedo. Jeans. Research from the UK Biobank, here we go, found genetic regions associated with feelings of loneliness and isolation, suggesting genetics can influence socialization needs and potentially link to obesity. Of course, genes link to obesity. Now, it's interesting because for the longest time, like, you wouldn't think that it would be about socializing, but they are seeing that survivors of the Holocaust, their great-grandchildren, possess the same levels of anxiety that their family experienced while in concentration camps and exposed to such horrendous environments, and they're safe and sound. So our genes are literally morphing or altered or influenced by our surroundings, our society. It's amazing. Let me know in the chat, do you have family that traces back to World War II, the Holocaust? Let me know. I would be intrigued to know that. And there are people that believe that the Holocaust didn't happen. It's absurd. I mean, as someone who has such a passion for World War II history, and obviously the Holocaust is part of World War II, there are people literally that are so stupid to think that it didn't happen. It's weird. The virus Usher. Not Usher, yeah, Usher. Did you know, which I just found this out, it's so funny. There is someone who was skating on stage with Usher, like a girl that fell off the stage. I didn't know that. But I do know the story behind it because I saw the video of her describing it. So she's an actress. And as someone who's like filled out their surveys, they're part of your resume, if you will. And it's like, can you speak Chinese? Can you speak this? Can you do any of these talents? And she said 3 years ago, she put that she can skate. And she just forgot all about it. Well, the person that was originally going to be on stage with Usher dancing and skating had COVID the night before she got cast, she got the part. She was like, hell yeah, I'll do this. So she said she stayed up most of the night, and she's like, I got this. And then she didn't have it. She fell off the stage and busted her face, but she handled it with grace. She said, I love that I got 15 seconds of fame for not knowing how to skate and skating and trying to at the Super Bowl with Usher. But the virus Usher, not Usher. ADAR1, a gene that protects against autoimmune disorders, can also facilitate the entry of viruses into the body without triggering their immune system, presenting a double-edged sword in immune response. So it helps you and it hurts you? Can also facilitate the entry of viruses. What a jerk. Huh. That's rude. That's like a backstabbing friend. Let me know in the chat. Do you have ADAR1? Are you ADAR1? The HK2 addiction legacy. This is all very interesting. I don't know if you find this intriguing, but I really do. Our bodies are very incredible, powerful machines. And the cool thing about it, it's like we can shift them. Like we really can shift the brain. For instance, when we say negative things, I read that your brain doesn't know the difference if you're kidding or not. So like if you say that you're ugly, then it's you become that. But if you say you're awesome and smart and kind and loving and happy, then you become those things. It's intriguing. So the HK2 addiction, the article that I read, it mentioned that a study on the ancient HK2 virus found in human DNA that increases the risk of addictive behaviors, particularly in those with certain modes of HIV or hepatitis C infection. This is very interesting to me. Found increases the risk of addictive behaviors. So if you have HIV or Hep C, then you are at increased risk of addictive behaviors? I'm stumped. Have you seen the Dallas Buyers Club? Of course, AIDS, HIV. That was a great movie. Matthew McConaughey played an incredible role in that. Very interesting. The dream genes. Do you dream? I'm just going to ask you that before. I've been having these very weird dreams lately, and it's like, I think they're like premonitions. I don't know. It might be weird that you hear me say that. Do you have like very vivid dreams? Let me know in the chat. Do you actually research what your dreams might mean? And then when you're reading it, do you ever think, how the hell do they know that? Yeah, let me know. The dream genes. I dream gene of genie. Research involving the manipulation of genes in mice identified specific receptors crucial for entering REM sleep, challenging previous beliefs about REM sleep's necessity for survival. Interesting. Yeah, it's like people say, you got to enter REM. You're not getting adequate sleep. 8 hours of sleep a day so that you can get up and work 16 hours for the man. I don't need 8 hours of sleep. Do you need 8 hours of sleep? Let me know. I mean, I'm good on 4, 5. I feel like if I get 8 hours, I'm miserable because I'm like, I just want to sleep more. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. It's like, there's so much to do. Sleeping is boring. Sleeping is dumb. I don't want to sleep. I'm going to stay awake forever. But apparently, you don't have to enter REM sleep to have sufficient sleep. Well, maybe I'm reading it wrong and I'm just a dodo bird. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. That's silly. Hey, last time, be sure to stream that today. That would be awesome. I would love it. Inherited trauma. Here it is. Oh, no. Discussing, this is the changes that can transmit the trauma experienced by a person to their offspring. Examples from descendants' Civil War, prisoners of war, showing higher rates of certain diseases. Again, the Holocaust. There's so many studies where they're able to trace the trauma. It's, I don't want to say amazing, that's the wrong word. It's fascinating. It really is fascinating. If you've experienced trauma, then it will quite possibly pass down to your children and your children's children. Now, it, I would hope, lightens or all but vanishes down the line. But again, that's something that's not necessarily even controllable. Like the prisoners of war, it's like they didn't want to become imprisoned. They didn't want the trauma that ensued because of the imprisonment. and now their descendants have trauma, genetic trauma. It's very intriguing. Death-activated genes. An in-depth study found that over 1,000 genes that become active after death, potentially as a last-ditch effort by the body to fight death, including genes involved in stress response and embryonic development. This is all part of that death. Like, scientists have found the moment that actual death occurs. They don't know what triggers it, how it's triggered, but they are thinking if they can stop the triggering of, then they can literally keep someone from dying. It sounds wild and crazy. I've done videos on it over on TikTok, which I hope you follow me on all the socials. I love this stuff. It's so fascinating to me. It really is. So 1,000 genes are activated, like as a last-ditch effort to keep someone alive. Possibly. Quite possibly. It's like the fight or flight thing. It's real. That's amazing. Let me know in the chat. This is the web we weave. The webs we weave. I, on the chart, am 12 at radio still, but there are 2 artists, Miley Cyrus and Taylor, that have 2 songs. So I'm a top 10 artist. Like top 10. Like chilling, hanging out with T Swift and, Miley and all these people that have won Grammys, and just me, Nathan Morris, hanging out with people who I admire their abilities. It's crazy to think about. It's wild. I'm grateful for it. I'm here for it. I appreciate you being here for it. It's so fun. We're seeing so much growth. It's like we can't stop it now. It's like the rock is rolling down the hill in the best way. You're just, all of you all supporting me on YouTube here. You're supporting me on all the socials. The streams are going nuts. All of the merch orders that are coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let your friends know, hey, listen to this guy. Tell them about it. Share the videos. Stream the music. Buy a piece of merch. That helps me. As an independent artist, this is a very amazing industry, but it's so expensive. From the equipment to the transportation to the rehearsals to hiring of the musicians and producers and graphics and management, and it's a lot of money. So the support that I receive from you all for streaming and for buying the merchandise, I mean, it might sound like I'm harping, but that is real. It means so much, and you actually don't realize that every mug that you buy, it goes such a long way. It's wild to think about. This week is filled with so much. I mean, my calendar is going off right now. I mean, I have an interview with NBC out of Lexington, Kentucky this week. I have rehearsals this week. I should get the songs. Like, we're building the show, and if you build it, they will come. New York City, April 18th. I just got another batch of emails come through management as far as different places that we have soft holds on. Whenever these dates finalize, we will announce them. But until then, we obviously don't want to say, yeah, we're going to play and not play there, because this has gotten bigger than, I don't know. I guess I knew it would be something big because I believe in it. I believe in what I do, and I hope you believe in what you do. But I didn't realize your brain just only knows what it knows. And so there's things that are so much bigger than me, than what I've done it all for the most part myself for so long. And then now you have the social media team and the management team and the production team, and it's massive, and it's fun, and it's overwhelming. And it's one of those things that, like, I can't beat myself up and try to figure it all out anymore, because I can't figure it out. I can't try to create, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. It just is such uncharted territory. You put me in a funeral home with a team of people in the funeral profession, and we're going to put on an incredible funeral service, and I know pretty much all of the ins and outs. And then this is just something, it's a new thing. It's a new thing. And it's constant. There's a lot of nonstop. Like it's 9 o'clock after 9 o'clock and I'm live on social media. And then afterwards I got to shoot more content and plan with the content schedule and calendar. And there's just so many things. And I hope that what I do continues to resonate because I love it. I love being here and meeting you here. And I just look around the studio and I'm just so excited. So that's what's going on this week. And I can't wait. Again, every piece of merch that you buy, I will be sending out A Gentleman's Closure, the OG version, before where it all began until, of course, we run out while supplies last. I will autograph all of those. Thank you for everybody who's buying the merch and for streaming the music. Please tell everybody. Be sure to subscribe right here on YouTube. Tell your friends to. Tell your friends to stream the music. Tell your friends about me. Tell them, send them a mug. Send them a mug as a late Valentine's Day gift. Say, I love you. No, I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for supporting me and believing in what it is that I do. I give it all right back. And thank you for all that you bring to this life. You matter. You're worth it. Let me know in the chat what topic you would like me to cover next. And maybe, just maybe we will. I'll hand it over to the social media team. Be like, can we do this, guys? They'll be like, no, you can't. All right. I'm gonna jet a little early because there's a lot to do, okay? Don't be mad. Be glad. I appreciate you. You're the left arm one you could ever know. Thank you for the support. I tip my hat to you.